yes. I know he looks like a fluke. I know he looks like a fraud. And I know people are sick of him. We're talking about 22-0 with 16 knockouts with a very good Tyson Fury. Now, if you don't know, he was supposed to be taking on Dereck Chisora in a rematch of their 2011 fight. It was going to happen on July the 26th, the same day Gennady Golovkin beat Daniel Gill. What happened was, during the week, Dereck Delboy Chisora fractured his hand. Dereck Chisora, if I'm correct, is 20-4 with 16 knockouts. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. It's a little late, you know. But what I'm saying is that Tyson Fury, if you have noticed, he's had a string of bad luck. You know, when it comes to the two David Haye fights that he was supposed to have, you know, when it comes to the Dereck Chisora thing, you know, then when it comes to him having to pull out himself because of his uncle Hughie Fury got sick, you know, and they were saying it was serious. We still don't have the full details on it, so that's why I'm not going to jump the gun yet. But he's looking suspect. He's looking like the type of guy that just talks and doesn't really back it up. Now, me, I'm a fan. I believe the heavyweight division in boxing needs people like Tyson Fury. Now, sometimes he may go too far, yes. You know, but overall, that's what boxing is. Boxing is a brutal sport. You know, like you said, this is not no ballet or nothing like that. You know, we're going to go in there to hurt people. You know, and the way I do feel right now when it comes to the heavyweight division, I rate Tyson Fury very high. Why? Because he's 6'9", between 250, 270 pounds, depending on if he's in shape or not. You know, he can go all the way up to like 18 something stones. I forgot how it's 18 stone. But the point I'm trying to make, no, not 18 stone. That's kind of small. I'm learning. But what I'm saying is that when I match him up against the best heavyweights, when I match him up against a Wladimir Klitschko, he has a chance. Because why? He can box. He can jab. He can left hook, right hook, uppercut. The punch variety is there. The punch output is there. And for him to be 6'9", he can move around the ring. He can showboat. He can talk to sell the fight. You know, the guy has the fundamentals. You know, he can cross. You know, he can be. He's the type of fighter that if he moves to the United States, he'll be big over here. You know, if he was an Al Heyman fighter or a Golden Boy fighter, he would be big over here. And I'm serious. You know, because that's what like Americans, you know, that's what Americans like to see. Someone is outspoken like him. Like, look at Adrian Broner, for crying out loud. And you know, Tyson Fury, in my opinion, got much more sense than Adrian Broner. And they're the same age. In fact, I think Broner is older. You know, so when I match him up against, you know, a Bermane Stiverne, I'll tell you right now, I got Tyson Fury beating Bermane Stiverne. When I match him up against Chris Arreola, I got him beating Chris Arreola. Deontay Wilder, I don't know yet, because you got to ask yourself once again about Deontay Wilder. 31 wins, but 31 knockouts of whom? You know, the Malik Scott thing was suspect. Simple as that. You know, when I match him up against, you know, maybe Kubrat Pulev, it all depends on how he does against Wladimir Klitschko, and he's very, very dangerous. Meaning Pulev is very, very, very dangerous. You know, I got Tyson Fury beating Dereck Chisora again. You know, I don't know how the David Haye fight would have turned out. I don't know, because David Haye, I don't know. He only fights when he wants to. He only fights when he wants to. But, like I said, if you don't know, the fight is rescheduled for November the 22nd, the same day Pacquiao's going to be taking on Algieri. I'm going to be covering the fight live, you know, and all news leading up to the fight. And as soon as we get, like, the inside scoop and details on why did he drop out of that Alexander Ustinov fight. Alexander Ustinov was sparring with Dereck Chisora leading up to the fight they were supposed to have on July 26, 2014. Tyson Fury in his head came up with some whole conspiracy theory that all along the Klitschkos, right, and Dereck Chisora and David Haye all been in some type of cahoots or something to train Alexander Ustinov to replace Dereck Chisora at the last minute. So Alexander Ustinov, with those 29 wins, 21 knockouts, and only that one loss to Kubrat Pulev, he had this whole conspiracy theory that all along it was meant for him to fight Ustinov. It's kind of confusing, you know, but, you know, it didn't make no sense. You know, so fans are saying that this is a man, Tyson Fury, who said he'll fight, you know, because of this, and any man 5 feet or 12 feet tall, born from his mother's hole, can't beat Tyson Fury. You know, I mean, you should know how he talks. You know, like Tyson Fury's the name. You know, and fighting's the game. You know, these are his lines. So when you see him drop out of a fight, the first thing I said was, this better be serious, because after all this shit he was talking, this better be serious. When it comes to family, and your family's ill in the hospital, even if it's just a cough due cold, still, you should be with your family. You know, but for him to talk that talk like he's all about fighting, that's why fans are pissed. Like, didn't you say you would fight under any circumstances? You know, that's why fans are pissed. You can't talk like that unless you're going to live it. But, you know, his father, you know, Peter Fury, felt that it was good to pull it. From what I got from it, he felt that, you know, he didn't want Tyson to be mentally messed up and not knowing what was going on and everything. And, you know, Billy Joe Saunders ended up moving on to the main event and getting the knockout. The card was just cursed and doomed from the beginning, you know, to be honest with you. You know, but Tyson Fury did not want the rematch. Once Chisora dropped out that last week, he was supposed to fight Ustinov, and he did not want to fight Chisora again, period. You know, he just wanted to be done with that, but it was in the contract, you know. So the Frank Warren was like, listen, you know, like, y'all gotta fight. You know, like, this fight is going to happen, period. You know, so November the 22nd, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I know I seem a little weary because I've been talking about it so much on the other channel, Into the Arena, you know, that now I got to do this video and then cover the whole situation over again. But please subscribe. I cover every single major fight live. T Street Controversy, T Street Controversy Live.